Alright guys, we are back with the Edison Format Finals at Epik Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have the Sheriff Los on the left, playing his signature Machina QuickDraw Hero deck versus Ryanide playing his signature Lightsworn deck. This one was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 4. Los was undefeated while Ryanide was X1. I think Ryanide's only loss in the Swiss round was to the Sheriff, so this is a rematch. Los right now has the second most wins on the channel this year. I believe Ryan's like 4th. So, two of the most successful players on the channel this year. We'll see who will get another win here. Now, who am I going to root for? I don't know. I'm fine either way. Ryanide, you know what's crazy? Both these guys have made these decks popular. But especially Ryanide. I've been seeing a surge of Lightsworn ever since Ryanide won the PPG and top RBT Indy. It's been all over DB. Some lists similar to his, some slightly different. Anyway, here Los attacks the Jane. Ryan lets it go, so he's going to take 800, saying maybe he's got a quick draw Dandelion play. Now, I'm wondering if Los is still on triple quick draw. I guess, do I want to see more people play Los's deck or Ryan's deck? That's how I'll decide who I'm rooting for. And Lightsworn is scary, so I'm a root for Los just because I don't want to see more Lightsworn players. All right, so Los makes Drill, discards Titanial, and then sets a background pass to Ryanide. Ryanide has Arcus, Celestia, and a couple of spell cards in his hand. I also entered this tournament. I went X1 in Swiss. I lost to Los in Swiss, and then Ryanide knocked me out in top 4. All right, so here Ryanide summons Arcus. No response from the Sheriff. Attacks, and then Jane attacked directly for 18, so Ryanide is going to mill 4. Yeah, on this particular day, we've had like 4 Lightsworn. Ryan is making people believe in Lightsworn again. That's what's going on. Anyway, here Ryan mills 2, gets a Wolf, mills Lumina and Cool Wave. Cool Wave. So Drill effect, or Drill comes back, and let's see what Los will add to his hand. Add back Dandelion. Right. What will Los do? Man, Lightsworn, when they swarm you like this, it can be a tough deck to beat. Right now, as I'm filming this local, I went up against a Lightsworn player today, and it was not fun. It's actually Christie Swarm. It's bad enough I have to deal with JD, then not Christie on top of that. All right, so here he uses Drill, gets 2 tokens, sets another background, passes to Ryanide. Ryanide just drew heavy. Here comes heavy. Oh, man, Los. And you can't even use that Regeki break as an Arcus. Yeah, Ryanide's cooking. Cooking on his top 16 RBT Indie mat. Yeah, that's a beautiful mat that Ryanide's playing on. Yeah, that mat's nice. Alright, Trigger Celestia, pop both tokens, mills Needlebug Nest, Celestia, Necrogarna. Glad to see Ryanide testing out Needlebug Nest. I've always liked that card. I was telling Javi to put it in his Lightsworn deck in Tengu format. I'm not sure how good it is in Edison format, but I remember, so like earlier this year, there was a 3v3 in Vegas Ultimate Time Wizard tournament, and Tengu was one of the formats, and I was considering teaming up with Javi, and he was playing Lightsworn. I told him, like, dude, why don't you at least try Needlebug Nest? And there you have Triple Judgment Dragon, BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, so you definitely want to mill, but maybe in this, in Ryan's version, I'm not sure. Anyway, Ryan up a game. Los is going first. Summons Gear Frame at Fortress. Set 1 and pass to Ryanide. Let's see if Ryan. They were joking about it. It might be time to start side decking Light Mirrors, at least at locals. I never do that pre-play for locals. At least not in Edison format. There was a time whenever Daniel was playing Nurse Burn. And I remember I was like, yeah, I probably should throw 3 Dust Tornado in my side deck because he shows up like every Thursday. And I was like, yeah, I need to start having some side for Nurse Burn. Just an extra Dust Tornado. It's not that big of a deal. It's good against Black Wings, too. Anyways, here Ryanite summons Jane. Attacks Gear Frame. And does Los have anything to stop this attack? So he lets it go, so he's going to take 300. Ryanite's got T-Roar. So set T-Roar, End Phase, mills Beckoning, and Jane. Will Los End Phase Regeki break him to try to snipe the T-Roar? That looks like that's what he wants to do. And those are my Regeki breaks. Alright, Card Trooper, mill Lone Fire, Gear Frame, and Quick Draw. Maybe he's got a Pot of Avarice. That's already five monsters. Pitch, Force for Fortress, and then here comes POA. Good opening for Los. But it is Lightsworn. I think this is could be a bad matchup for Los because JD just wrecks Fortress. But luckily Ryan didn't mill too much. Unlike Steven Bronder, who we saw mill like turn 1 JD'd his opponent. Alright, so Fortress, Card Trooper attack, leaving Ryanide at 54. Now Los sets 1. Cyber Dragon. Yo, Cyber Dragon would be insane. Hopefully Los has a bottomless or Regeki break. Okay, he had a Regeki break. Yeah, I remember when I was playing Machina, I liked one Regeki break because it outed Cyber Dragon. But Ryan can grab it back with Beckoning, which most decks cannot. End Phase, mill Card Trooper, Plague, and Foolish. So Ryanite back on Card Trooper. Ryanite's been on Card Trooper for a while, because when I faced Ryanite in top 8 in Ohio in the single elimination tournament, I was shocked when he summoned a Card Trooper, and I was kind of happy because I was kind of like, oh, now you just made my D-Prison live. Yeah, I D-Prisoned the heck out of his Card Trooper. All right, so Fortress attack, Titanium attack, leaving Ryanite at 17. Los thinks about setting a back row. Passes, let's see, what can Ryanite do? So Los checking his graveyard. Thinking what Ryanite's outs are. He has a JD, he has a Necro, but like he drew no spells, no recharges, no charge. But he has plays. He has a Plague in the graveyard. So he can make Catastor, right? Catastor out either one of those monsters. If he has Necro, that seems like the play, right? He has Necro, yeah. Necro, Plague, Catastor, and you run over one of the monsters. But maybe do you top for Plague first? Yeah, but Los doesn't have the Crow. Yeah, this was definitely the play. Catastor now comes down to who's more of a threat. So it looks like Fortress is more of a threat. Yeah, because he can draw Gear Frame. Yes, this is correct. This is correct. Because he can draw Gear Frame and then protect the Fortress. And yeah, this was right move. Well played by Ryanite. I think Ryanite just has a lot of experience going up against Machina. Maybe not this version of Machina, but like just the standard Hamster Raikou version. All right, so Foolish Dandy, 2 tokens. Does he have Debris Dragon too? Jeez. Stardust. So you attack with Stardust, negate, and that should... Well, he's got the Necro Gardener. He's going to negate. But then he just runs over with Titanium and negate anyway. Yep, attack. And he's going to negate Catastor's effect. No, he's telling him it doesn't cause a replay. Yeah, it doesn't cause a replay. It's the same thing like if you Chariot a Catastor with GBs. It's happened to me before, so yeah, no, he does not get a redeclare on the monster, because they're already in... I don't know how to explain it. I'm sure someone will explain it in the comments. Alright, anyways, he did mill a wolf. Trying to bluff Honest. Okay, so a tribute for a quick draw. Synchro into Drill Warrior. Attack directly for 500. Oh, this is game, unless if he has double Honest. So attack the wolf. Yeah, unless if he has double Honest, so Ryanite picks up his cards. So game 3, will the Sheriff pull off the Legacy 2-0 and get another win on the channel this year? Most of Los's wins have come with quick draw. He did win earlier this year with like Bayou and one time with Black Wings, which is it didn't feel right watching Los play Black Wings. I don't know why. It felt weird. He's just not a Blackwing player. Bayou, yes. Quick Draw, yes. He played, I think he went with GBs too. But I've seen Los play GBs in the past, so that wasn't too surprising for me. It was the Blackwing, it just did not feel right. All right, anyways, here comes Solar Recharge. And he passes, so he's got Jane, Lumina, JD. Los sets one and passes. So this game, Ryanide drew like the spell cards, but he drew like a bunch of trap cards, like the Beckonings, the T-Roars, but just no way to get milling. Okay, recharge the Jane, so he's got 2 names, mills, charge, and yeah, only 2 names still. Aaron will give him a 3rd name if it doesn't get bottomless. Alright, so summons Aaron. Now will he attack? Now did Lo side out his D prisons? So, oh man, we'll see if this comes back to the butt. Because most people side out their D prisons against Lightsworn. So, should Ryan have attacked? Now, if this was game 1, you don't attack. But game 2 and 3, I get it though. Ryan doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't want to risk it because he really needed to mill there. So I understand why Ryan didn't attack, but I might have risked it, man. I'm trying. Okay, so gear frame attack. So he's going to have to decide whether he wants to protect the Aaron, and he does. So if he would have attacked, those would have been at 48. Now he ditches Fortress. Oh, he has Needle Sealing. Probably Los has nothing. I don't like Needle Sealing against Lightsworn, but there are times when they swarm you with, like... I think I have cited it in the past. Yeah, there are some times when they just swarm you with, like, Wolf, Garoth, Lumina. Here comes Heavy. So he's going to chain Beckoning. And he's going to... Ooh, Los held the trap does shoot. But is this going to matter? Oh, it's because he had double JD. Chain Book. Chain Beckoning Light. JD. JD. And... Jane. Oh, yeah. Not attacking. See. Because, well, Los... He would have been at 48. Los would have sent back one of the JDs. He drops JD. Oh, he had 4 cards? Oh, yeah. Now, Los could have Gores, so now Ryanide's going to have to decide what he... So he sends back one of the JDs. Is this game 1,031? No, it's not game. Oh, because... Damn, I should have attacked, man. Oh, no. We'll see. If he might still win, but... Like I said, if this was game 1, one thing I've talked to people about is like, if you sometimes you have to like read how your opponents, like how good they are at the game, and if you think your opponent is going to side out D prisons, like if Ryan Knight was playing against me, he should probably know Oscar's going to side out his D prisons. Now maybe he might keep in Mirror Force, and sometimes I even side out Mirror Force against Lightsworn. Alright, so he attacks. So he bounced the Fortress back. Oh, but Los had the gores anyway. Okay. So it's not the word. Yeah, Los had the gores anyway. So it didn't matter. So he attacked with Lumina and then ran over the gores and the token. But if he didn't have the gores, the 1600 would have mattered. Would it have mattered? 1,031. Yeah, it would have mattered if Los didn't have the gores. End phase. Mill 4. Oh, he mills 10. Mills a wolf. Now, I mean, can Los Debris Dragon? No, he can't. Oh, he's going to get him with the needle sealing. Oh, wow. Is Ryan going to pay 1,000? It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Ryan's in the past. Do you pay the 1,000? Oh, he does pay the 1,000. He's gonna chain needle sealing. Oh, this is painful. Oh, he top deck. Wait, did he even? Well, he did mill. Yeah, that's crazy. Top deck's another JD. Wow, he top decked the second JD after Lowe's trap does shoot it back. $24 to $7K. Now I'm thinking, okay, whenever Los attacked, or sorry, when Ryanite had the dust shoot and he didn't attack with the Aaron, it makes sense now. Los would have, if he would have attacked with the Aaron, Los would have dropped the gores right there. That's why he held the dust shoot. Yeah, it makes sense. Now, some people do like to hold dust shoot, and I think from my experience, it is risky to hold it at times against certain decks. That's why I tell the story all the time, but I even asked Billy Bragg, one of the GOATs. I asked him what does he recommend when it comes to trap dust shoot, because I was talking to his brother Bobby, and his brother told me that they were testing Edison format at some event, and that Billy was holding the dust shoot. And then I asked him, I was like, why do you hold the dust shoot? And he told me, it's because he told me it just depends on the matchup. And sometimes I'll hold it. Like, trap dust shoot gores is a lot of the times when I'll hold it. Now I wonder if, because like that one decision to not attack with the Aaron was a pretty big deal. Plasma is a hard card to deal with, man. That card is scary. I was kind of against the card until I started playing it myself and facing the few times I faced Los with this deck. And yeah, when he drops Plasma on me, man, that card is... Oof. Value Turbo doesn't have many answers to that card. Blackwing's a little different. Blackwings have Icarus attack. They have way more outs. But, like, Value Turbo... I mean, it's a walking skill drain, so... The only issue is it can be a little bricky, but, I mean, you play Dandelion, you play Scapegoat. Brain Control. Debris Dragon. Alright, so Hirageki breaks. Chain Book. Flip Plasma. What else does he have? Oh, he has a Debris Dragon. Summon Debris. Attack. 29. So Ryanite's still alive. 700 life points. And he's Celestial Wolf. So that is game. So the Sheriff pulls off the Legacy 2-0. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think the 1600 mattered. Because Los had the gores. Shout out to Juan for the photo bomb. Yeah. I think it wouldn't have mattered. It would have been but maybe, actually, it might have mattered because I think Los' game plan was he was going to drop the gores on the Aaron. I'm pretty sure he had it. That might be the reason he held the dust shoot. And then how did he run over the Aaron? Maybe Ryanite survives. And then the gores would have got blown up with the JD, right? So, I don't know, man. Maybe Ryan wins that game if he attacks there. It's crazy that one small decision. And Ryan was playing around D prison, but I think it was just like I said. It's like, do you think your opponent is going to keep in D prison against you game 2 and 3? That's just something Ryan has to decide as a Lightsworn player. Like I'll do that a lot if I'm playing like a certain deck, and I'm like, I don't think this guy kept this card in this matchup, and it's just risky. It depends on, do you read your opponent? Do you think your opponent kept it in? It's just small decisions like that. Now Mirror Force